Claims happen. Fortunately, you have Gerg Insurance and Financial in your corner. Your family is our family, and we really mean that. So we invite you to get in touch with us and find out for yourself. Gerg Insurance and Financial. Offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. Call 814-781-1020 for an appointment or a quote today. Gerg Insurance and Financial wants to understand you to help protect you.
Gerg Insurance, caring for you and the things you care for.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Swift Kennedy & Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy & Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy & Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the inaugural softball game on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com for the 2023 season. We're here. Where else? Heindel Field in DuBois. Where else are you going to get a game on March 24th, Andy? Close?
I'll tell you what, every time we come here, I think it gets more beautiful every time we come here. And yeah, like you said, with so many fields, wet, damp, whatever, not able Heindel, you can play pretty much year round. So that's great.
Yeah, you really can. We're getting ready for a big one too. Early season matchup between the two PIAA participants from last year in District 9 Class 1A, the Elk County Catholic Crusaders, the DuBois Central Catholic Cardinals, DCC, the defending District 9 champion. Elk County Catholic won the true second place game over Forest Area a year ago. And these two teams, a lot of them consider them the two favorites in District 9 again this year.
Yeah, and let's be honest, these two programs are juggernauts in District 9. DCC obviously getting to the state championship game a year ago. Elk County Catholic, just a terrific team with almost everyone coming back. So this should be what a fun matchup, Chris, to kind of kick off our broadcast schedule here in the spring. I couldn't think of a better game.
No, and it's hard to believe that we're here watching a softball game, Andy. You and I just yesterday at the Giant Center in Hershey watching the Kennedy Catholic girls basketball team win a state title. I just did a radio broadcast of Otto Eldred against Aliquippa boys basketball on Tuesday, and yet here we are on Friday getting ready to do softball.
Yeah, and again, season starting a week earlier this year. The schedule kind of lighter than it normally would be, obviously, because some teams choosing not to play in that first week because of weather and field conditions and whatnot. But again, the beauty of this facility here in DuBois is you can get these games in, whereas other places you might not be able to. And jumping right from one season, I should say, one day to the next. We're ready to go. We hope you are too.
Yeah, it's again, you talk about it. There's a lot of players that people are going to be familiar with on both of these softball teams for Elk County Catholic. I mean, they're just names that seem to, every time you look up, it's a different sport that these girls are contending in. The likes of Lucy Cahoon, Emily Maurer, Sid Alexander. Those are three players that we talked about extensively just a couple of weeks ago playing basketball, helping ECC to a second place finish in District 9 and the second round of the PIAA playoffs, where they lost in a close game to the team Union Newcastle, who won the state title today.
Yeah, this is a special group of athletes that Elk County girls spread out across the ECC girls programs. And again, yeah, it seems like we've been saying a lot of these names a long time. That's because these girls came in and had an impact immediately as freshmen. So that just kind of speaks to the talent level that they were able to come in right away and contribute for highly successful programs. And now you're getting to the point where you're getting to be upperclassmen now. So they've continued to get better and better. And it's a lot of fun. It really is.
Yeah, and then you take a look at DuBois Central Catholic. Kaylee Franklin, who, if I'm not mistaken, Andy, without doing my research, was our Rookie of the Year last year on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com. Jesse Frank, Kaylee Rizzer, Malia Miscavige, Rose Whipple, the names there again. A lot of those names you heard in basketball is DCC finished third in District 9, made it to the second round of the state playoffs as well. A lot of great athletes across multiple sports for the Lady Cardinals as well.
Yeah, Lexi Bird as well. And again, yeah, it's funny. I know we're here for softball. Just to touch real quickly on that basketball thing once again. Single A District 9 girls basketball as strong as anywhere in the state, in my opinion. I think you're going to see that play on the softball diamond, here this evening. Again, these two teams, these two programs, just filled with terrific athletes, and we're really it makes for a lot of fun. It makes for teams that can contend at the state level. We've seen that. We saw it last year. We're seeing it again this year.
Well, and DCC last year, of course, finished second in the state in softball. They're still trying to get George Heigl, their manager, that elusive state championship, and they're considered one of the teams that should contend this year. Now, the District 9 champion, in an interesting twist, will go through the Eastern bracket this year in Class 1A. So they'll still get two teams, but only the first place team. So not out of the realm of possibility that you could meet in State College with District 9 versus District 9.
Wouldn't that be something? And listen, I'm not sitting here to tell you on March 24th that's going to happen, but could it, given the talent level of these two teams, assuming these are the two teams that would be 9-1 and 9-2? Absolutely. I think a lot of us expect that these two teams are the class of 1A softball in District 9. Of course, what a year was last year. You had DCC getting there in softball. You had Clearfield winning a state title. The softball in District 9 is just phenomenal.
Yeah, now Clearfield's going to take a step back this year
yeah.
as they graduated most of their good players. But on the other hand, you take a look at both St. Mary's and Punxsutawney in softball, and we should have the Punxsutawney game here on Tuesday as they come to play DuBois Central Catholic in another big-time matchup. Yeah. St. Mary's could easily contend in that 4A bracket for a state title that Clearfield won a year ago. Really, you can make an argument that Clearfield was the set, or St. Mary's might have been the second or third best team in the state a year ago, but only one team out of District 9 went to the state playoffs.
Yeah, that was really a shame. I know we talked about that. We talked about that last season at the start of the season. Now, one of those teams was going to be left out of the state tournament. And absolutely, St. Mary's and Punxsy, coincidentally, you mentioned those two teams. They've played already. St. Mary's rallying down 1-0 in the bottom of the seventh, scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the seventh to win that game. So yeah, a couple more terrific, programs there. Of course, Kendall Young, the stud pitcher there for St. Mary's. So certainly, as you look across the District 9 landscape, a lot of high expectations for some of these teams.
Yeah, and folks, we know this game was supposed to start a half hour ago, but there was a game between Oil City and Union AC Valley before this one that ran way over. So just now the umpires are getting ready to meet with the captains to go over the ground rules. As they do that, Andy, we're going to step aside. Thank some of our sponsors. You're watching high school softball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at TionestaBuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us to rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Back here at Heindel Field, getting ready for a big-time opening season softball game between Elk County Catholic and DuBois Central Catholic. Andy, let's take a look at our starting lineups.
Yeah, first for the visiting Crusaders of Elk County Catholic. Leading off at shortstop, Lucy Clune. Batting second in center field, Gabby Wiesner. Batting third and at first base, Lydia Anderson. Batting fourth and doing the pitching, Emily Maurer. Batting fifth at third base, Sid Alexander. Batting sixth in right field, Ellie Barron. Batting seventh, the DP, Tessa Flutterman. Batting eighth and doing the catching, Caitlin Vollmer. Batting ninth in left field, Reagan Bauer. And at second base will be Mackenzie Billy for the Crusaders of Elk County Catholic. Turning attention to the home standing DuBois Central Catholic Cardinals. Leading off, shortstop, Callie Franklin. Batting second and doing the catching, Jesse Frank. Batting third in center field, Kaylee Risser. Batting fourth and doing the pitching, Malia Miscavige. Batting fifth at first base will be Rose Whipple. Batting sixth at second base, Lauren Davidson. Batting seventh in right field, Lydia Morgan. Batting eighth in left field, Lexi Berta. And batting ninth at third base, Riley Kobatsky. So DCC, ECC lineups there as we have the meetings of the coaches, captains, and umpires just wrapping up here. We're just about set to go for some softball.
Yeah, Andy, we're going to step aside, thank a couple more of our sponsors. When we get back, it's going to guess that it'll be time for first pitch. You're watching high school softball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Back here at Heindel Field, Malia Miscavige taking her warm-up tosses. Malia split some time in the circle a year ago.
Yeah, it really kind of burst onto the scene in the circle last year, I thought. It really kind of took the reins of that position and did quite well. Not an overpowering pitcher, but hits her spots really well.
Yeah, and talking with manager George Heigl, there's going to be a lot of using of multiple pitchers again. Riley Kolbatsky, the freshman, will also see a lot of time at pitching, and so should be a good one here as George likes to use those a couple of different pitchers in a game. Feels that it really keeps the other team off balance, Andy.
Yeah, again, and you talk about a talented freshman, and he probably wants to get her her first work in a varsity game sooner rather than later. So good chance, as you said, we see her here today as well. They will have the battery catching Jesse Frank, the standout catcher for DuBois Central Catholic.
Yeah, looking around the horn defensively for the Lady Cardinals, you talked about Mickiewicz and Frank, the pitcher and catcher. Rose Whipple's at first. Lauren Davidson is at second. Keely Franklin is the shortstop. Kolbatsky is playing third base. In the outfield, it's Lexi Berta in left, Rizzer in center, and Lydia Morgan is in right. So that's Whipple, Davidson, Franklin, Kolbatsky first to third. Berta, Rizzer, and Morgan left to right. Frank doing the catching for Mickiewicz, and Lucy Clahoon stepping in as it's Clahoon, Wiesner, and Anderson for Elk County Catholic. And there's called strike one. The first pitch of the 2023 season for DCC is in there for a strike. Again, it'll be Clahoon, Wiesner, Anderson, Maurer, Alexander, Barron, Flederman, Volmer, and Bauer. That ball is fouled away, and now it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Lucy Clahoon.
It's great, great to start the season if you're a pitcher getting way ahead in the count here, 0-2.
So here's the 0-2 from Mickiewicz. Fouled straight back. Clahoon stays alive, and it remains no balls and 2 strikes.
As we see, just 3 pitches in, but Scavich pounding the zone.
That's called strike 3, and there's one away here. And Andy, I just realized that the way that we're doing it today, we can't have the scoreboard up.
Well, we'll just have to keep you abreast of what's going on here. But
no, I apologize for that,
no,
folks.
and I didn't think of that either.
We're doing this in a little bit of a different way than we normally do it, and because of the way we're doing it today, we can't put the scoreboard up. That ball is popped up. Catcher makes the catch. That's Frank, and there's 2 away.
So 4 pitches, 2 outs here. Exactly the kind of start you want if you're Malia Miscavige against what is a really potent top of the lineup for Elk County Catholic.
So that'll bring up Lydia Anderson, the first baseman for ECC. First pitch to her is inside ball 1.
The first ball of the season from Malia Miscavige comes up batter number 3.
Checks her armband for the call. 1 ball, no strikes. Fouled straight back, 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 with 2 outs here.
That ball kind of came rolling right back to Miscavige there. Playing Anderson fairly straight up defensively.
Winding the pitch, a little outside and low.
A little off-speed offering there. Scavich back in.
That's just a little inside, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Playing around
3 and
with
1, actually.
3 and 1. Excuse me, 3 balls and 1 strike.
So a good hitter's count here for Lydia Anderson, number 3 hitter.
That's inside, and it's ball 4. So after getting the first 2 outs, Mickiewicz walks Anderson, and that'll bring up Emily Maurer, her circle opponent.
Yeah, and again, both of those last 2 pitches kind of missed in the exact same spot, just a little down and in there from Scavich.
So I am able to at least get up the score there, Andy, on our broadcast now.
There we go.
So at least you'll get the score. Some of the other things will not be as easy to do today, but again, that's just didn't think it all the way through.
Nope. Hey, it's the first game of a new season for us too, folks. Sorry about that. 0-1 the count.
There's a line drive, base hit into left field. Left fielder Berta gets it, throw into third, not in time, and that throw to third allows Maurer to go to second. And, that's those little things, Andy, that the throw probably needed to go into second.
Yep.
But you know what? It probably wouldn't have mattered in softball because she would have probably taken second anyhow.
Yeah. And that's one of those things that Coach Heigl, I'm sure, will preach to his team when they get back into the dugout. But right away, we see aggressive base running from the Lady Crusaders.
So runners on second and third now for Sid Alexander. And now we're going to probably get a courtesy runner here, Andy. Yes, we are. Andy's got the roster. It's number 7, Andy.
Number 7, Sarah Hasselman will courtesy run for the pitcher, Emily Maurer.
So Hasselman will run for Maurer. So it'll be Hasselman at second and Anderson at third here with 2 outs. And on the mound or in the circle is Malia Mickiewicz trying to work out of an early jam here with 2 outs.
And boy, just talk about the strength of the depth of this Elk County Catholic lineup. You got to hit her the caliber of Sid Alexander in your 5 spot. That's pretty impressive. She steps in here.
Here's the first pitch in there for a called strike. Diving back into third was Anderson there. Manager Eric Wiesner going through the signs down there in the third base coaching box.
It's a little chilly out there. Alexander's got the sweatshirt on.
Wind and the 0-1.
Yep, same spot.
No balls, 2 strikes. Andy was reacting to the radio broadcast.
Well, I was thinking, I'm like, that was after missing low and in the last batter. She's gone kind of towards the top of the zone here in this at bat.
So no balls and 2 strikes here on Alexander. The 0-2 pitch just missed a little bit outside, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yep, Alexander, they checked.
Yeah, they checked out there, but she didn't go.
Nope,
so
able to hold her swing there.
Getting ready with the 1-2 here is Mickiewicz. Wind in the 1-2. Line towards the shortstop, Franklin. She's got it. Her throw across the Whipple in time, and the inning is over. So no runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 2 left on base for Elk County Catholic in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Elk County Catholic, nothing. DuBois Central Catholic coming to bat. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, D910sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Claims happen. Fortunately, you have Gerg Insurance and Financial in your corner. Your family is our family, and we really mean that. So we invite you to get in touch with us and find out for yourself. Gerg Insurance and Financial. Offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. Call 814-781-1020 for an appointment or a quote today. Gerg Insurance and Financial wants to understand you to help protect you.
Gerg Insurance, caring for you and the things you care for.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Back here at Heindel Field as we go to the bottom of the first inning. No score between Elk County Catholic and DuBois Central Catholic. DuBois Central Catholic will send up Frank, and Rizzer in the bottom of inning number 1 against Emily Maurer. The defense for the Lady Crusaders has Anderson at first. Billy is at second. Flederman's at shortstop. Alexander's at third. Bauer is in left. Wiesner in center. And Barron in right. Volmer doing the catching for Maurer. So it's Anderson, Billy, Flederman, Alexander first to third. Bauer, Wiesner, and Barron left to right. Caitlin Volmer doing the catching for Emily Maurer. And the rest of that DCC lineup, it's Frank Rizzer, followed by Mickiewicz, Whipple, and Davidson, Morgan, Berta, and Kobatsky. So Kaylee Franklin will step in here in a moment and talked about Andy, her
terrific season a year ago. Her way to Rookie of the Year honors. You see a few hardest.
Actually, Andy, she wasn't Rookie of the Year.
Oh, she wasn't.
Year.
Oh,
no.
We both stand corrected.
She was part of the discussion, but she was not Rookie of the Year a year ago. Rookie of the Year was Natalie Dunworth of Johnsonburg, so we apologize there.
Well, Natalie had a strong game, her opener against Clary, and a couple of triples.
Yeah, last year, Miss Dunworth hit .493 with a couple of homers, 7 doubles, 5 triples, 15 RBIs to win that award.
Yeah,
So that Maurer, by the way, was one of the hitting pitcher DP folks for our all-district teams. Hit 405 with 7 homers, 10 doubles, 28 RBIs, and 10 runs scored.
Franklin showed bunt there, took for ball 1.
Second pitch is in there for a called strike. Franklin hit, by the way, hit .462 with 9 doubles, 3 triples, 27 RBIs, and 26 runs scored. She was a co-second team third baseman a year ago, where there was a strong freshman class a year ago all across District 9. That ball was fouled away. Missing the poking at it was Jessie Frank. She missed that. Didn't sort of a half-hearted effort to stop the ball there. But the all-conference, the all-district players between both of these teams, there were you can imagine there were a lot of them out there. There's a ball base hit up the middle where the center fielder Wiesner will field it and get it back in. So leadoff single for Franklin, and that'll bring up the catcher, Jessie Frank.
Yeah, boy, and that ball had eyes, too. Just past the reach of Clune diving at shortstop. That pitch taken for strike 1. Oh, and 1-0 the count.
So it's Calhoun at short. Andy gave it to me wrong earlier, folks. I apologize. He has it right in the book, but when we were going through, he told me it was Flutterman.
2-0 the count on Frank.
Flutterman, the designated player. 2-0 on Frank. 3-0 now. Oh, no, that's a called strike on the outside corner. Yep. I stand corrected.
2-1 the count on Jessie Frank.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's outside, and it's now, we do believe, full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. No, it's actually 2-2. It's 2-2. It's not full. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. There's a ball hit down the line, but fouled down the right field line out of your camera view, and it remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Jessie Frank digs back in. Oh, the scoreboard went off here at Heindel Field.
It's been going on and off throughout the early portion of this game. There's a ball that's lined into right field, and it's going to get beyond the right fielder. Heading to the third is Franklin, and into second there with a single, and then an error on the right fielder. Barron is going to be Frank. So Frank with the base hit to right goes to second on the air, and now it's runners at second and third, and nobody out for DCC, and that'll bring up Kaylee Rizzer.
Well, a nice piece of hitting there by Frank going the opposite way. Took it where it was pitched.
First pitch to Rizzer. Down low inside, ball 1. So runners at second and third. Nobody out here for DCC in the bottom of the first. No score. Maurer's next pitch. There's a little chopper back to Maurer. That'll get the run home. Heading to third, and then the ball gets beyond the third baseman, Alexander, and coming home to score as well is Jessie Frank. So 2 runs cross the Daddy's in Clarion dish. You'll never have to worry about what you're dishing out for dinner when you go to Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion, and it's 2-0 in favor of DCC.
Yeah, again, so a couple of early miscues here for Elk County Catholic, something we're not used to seeing from them.
So they did get the out at first on the fielder's choice. She'll get 1 RBI on the play.
Yep.
The second run scores on the throwing error by the first baseman, Anderson.
Yeah, and again, the play by Maurer was the correct one. That was really her only play. Don't really think she had a play at the plate.
No, the real issue was the throw across the diamond by Anderson that got away from the third baseman, Alexander, who really never had much of a chance of it at all. And so it's 2-0 DCC here in the early going. Wind in the pitch. There's a line drive. That's going to go off the glove of Alexander into left field, heading towards second.
She's going to be in there.
And in there with a double is Mickiewicz. That is a Pizza Hut extra base hit for the Lady Cardinals. Nobody out Pizza Hut, pizzahut.com.
And there you see why they call it the hot corner. Sid Alexander, as good as it gets over there, just unable to get that ball was smoked.
That'll runner at second with 1 out for Rose Whipple. Whipple, first baseman, takes ball 1 outside.
Yeah, and Chris, it's funny. I got the impression we both had the chance to talk to George Heigl and just that this team is really anxious to get this season going.
Line in the pitch outside, 2 balls and no strikes on Whipple. Runner at second with 1 out. A year ago, opening season 15-6 win over Elk County Catholic by DuBois Central Catholic. Then they won 11-1 up in St. Mary's. There's a called strike.
Good pitch there on the inside corner by Maurer. Kind of get back in the count here.
And then in the District 9 playoffs, ECC almost pulled the upset before DCC rallied to win 4-3 held on to win 4-3 as they took a 4-0 lead in that game before having to hold on to win 4-3. That's inside, and it's now 3 balls and 1 strike on Whipple.
That's a couple times now we've seen Maurer kind of get behind in the count here. Not something she wants to make a habit of doing against these DuBois Central Catholic hitters.
So 3 balls and 1 strike. There's a ground ball, second baseman up with it, throw on to first is in time. That was Billy making the play at second. On the play, going to third is the Mickiewicz. Yeah, they left Mickiewicz out there to run.
Yep.
Making sure of that before I said it. Now that'll bring up Lauren Davidson. Two outs, runner at third, 2 runs in here for DCC. Bauer's pitch to Davidson is up high and outside, ball 1.
Davidson, I was very impressed with her last year. She's really just a spark plug for this DuBois Central Catholic lineup. When that pitch, got a break there as the ball hit the umpire.
Yeah, she was getting out of. I was trying to figure out what she was doing, sprinting out, but I think what she was doing was trying to get out of the way for her runner there, Mickiewicz, in case Mickiewicz was coming home.
So 2-0 to count now on Davidson.
Gonna have to turn the lights on here at Heindel pretty soon, Andy.
Starting to fade a little bit is the sun.
Winding the 2-0. That ball is chopped foul.
.21 pitches as far as this inning for Maurer.
So 2 balls and 1 strike. I was saying 1 and 1. So now it's 2 and 1. What was I thinking, Andy, that there was a pitch before the one that she got out of the way on?
Because I believe there was.
Okay, I didn't think I was.
Yeah, you're not imagining that.
I didn't think I was dreaming that. It's either 2 and 1 or 3 and 1 now. We'll find out, I guess. Wide in the pitch. That ball is ripped and right into the glove of Billy at second, and the inning comes to an end, but not before DCC plates 2 runs We go to the second inning. It's DuBois Central Catholic 2, Elk County Catholic nothing. You're watching high school baseball or softball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 Sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9 and 10 Sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9 and 10 Sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Back here at Heindel Field as we head to the top of inning number 2. It's a 2-0 score for DuBois Central Catholic. It'll be Ellie Barron, Tessa Flutterman, and Caitlin Volmer due up here in the second against Malia Miscavige.
Miscavige finishing her warm-up tosses, worked around a 2-out walk and single to put up a 0 in the first inning, did Malia Miscavige. Barron digs in for the Crusaders to begin the top of inning number 2.
Top of the second here. So Barron, the right fielder, stepping in. Scavich's first pitch is swung on and missed, strike 1.
And on the corners for DuBois Central Catholic.
Wine and the 0-1. That ball is popped up and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. See Jordan Hoover and his wife Megan here, the basketball coach, girls basketball coach of the Lady Cardinals of DCC.
I've had a fine season advancing the second round of the state playoffs.
I think it's a little cold. Jordan's got the tassel cap on. We wouldn't know we're inside a warm press box. That was a little high there, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wine in the 1-2. There's a little comebacker, and it's going to go foul. A lot of English on that one, and it goes into foul territory. Man's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Barron, leading off here in the Elk County Catholic, top of the second.
One thing Miscavige is doing early in this ball game is getting that first pitch strike, getting ahead in the count. That's 5 of 6 batters. First pitch strike so far.
Wine in the 0-2. Gets her to chase up high. Strike 3. There's a Mike Spilo and Reynoldsville strikeout. You'll never strike out when you get your food from Mike Spilo and Reynoldsville.
So second strikeout of the game. And what Lee is doing here early in this ball game, doing a good job of working both sides of the plate. You say, yeah, that ball missed up, but that's what comes when when you're able to work both sides of the plate well. You get some of those chases.
Tessa Flutterman at the plate now for ECC.
A little low.
Doing few games with both of these teams this year, Andy. We'll get up. We'll definitely be doing probably the St. Mary's that Elk County tournament again. You and I have had pleasure of doing that tournament a couple years in a row. It's a 1-day tournament. We'll bring 3 of the 4 games to you. It's always a lot of fun to do that. There's a called strike.
1-1 on Tessa Flutterman, the DP for Elk County Catholic. That's always a fun time up there at Benzinger Park. That ball misses, 2-1.
And, anytime you can do a game from here.
Oh, yeah. No offenses. That ball misses 3-1 to anywhere else in the district, but this place is just a Taj Mahal.
Now
3-1.
3 balls and 1 strike on Flutterman, the left-handed hitter, way back in the box. 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And we get that ball right on the outer edge of the plate. It's the count full up on Tessa Flutterman.
Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. It's another Mike Spilo and Reynolds will strikeout for Miscavige. She's got 3 of them.
Yeah, and that's twice now in this inning she's able to get chases out of the zone for strike 3.
Bring up the catcher, Caitlin Vollmer. That is fouled straight back.
You love that reaction. You know there's the net there. The people standing directly behind there. It's hard not to flinch.
Yeah, they're getting a big chuckle out of it down there. Here's the next pitch. There's a little looper third. Oh, it took a wicked bounce on Kolbatsky, the third baseman. That's going to be an infield single, and I mean that had some English on it, Andy.
Wow, that ball taken. Here she thinks she's got a little soft ground ball. She's going to be able to feel with relative ease, and that just took a wicked hop.
Yeah, that one was tough. So we're going to get a courtesy runner over there.
We can't tell a number because she's wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah, it looks like number 1 on the sleeve of the sweatshirt. Do they have a number 1?
That'd be Alexa Chamberlain.
So Alexa Chamberlain in to run for Vollmer as Reagan Bauer steps in. So at least they have the numbers on their sweatshirts. That's helpful.
Makes it much easier for us.
Ball is in there for a called strike. No balls and 1 strike on Bauer.
Bauer, the ECC left fielder.
Wine in the 0-1. That is fouled as the runner was in motion there. Now it's no balls and 2 strikes.
So Miscavige way ahead here. She looks to get out of the top half of the second inning here.
Wine in the 0-2. That's a little high. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
It was about 50 degrees at first pitch, but it's going to continue to cool off here.
Next pitch misses inside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
0-2 to 2-2. See a few, like the hardy souls there in the left field bleachers. A few out and standing out in center field as well. As Miscavige is set for the 2-2.
There's a swing and a miss. She strikes out the side, and Elk County Catholic is done here in the top of inning number 2. At the end of an inning and a half, it is DuBois Central Catholic 2, Elk County Catholic nothing. You're watching high school softball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10, sports.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us to rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Back here as we head to the bottom of inning number 2, it is DuBois Central Catholic with the 2-1 or 2-0 lead, over the Elk County Catholic Lady Crusaders. It'll be Morgan, Berta, and Kolbatsky for DCC here in inning number 2, the bottom third of the lineup for the Lady Cardinals, who scored twice in the top of inning number 1, or bottom of inning number 1. Emily Maurer getting ready here to face Morgan.
Digs in, top, front of the box.
First pitch, inside ball 1. Should mention that DCC without one of its starters today. Haynes is out, sick. 1-0 pitch here. That ball is driven towards the right center field gap. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Touching first, heading to second is Morgan. She'll be in there with a Pizza Hut double. Nobody out Pizza Hut. PizzaHut.com.
Boy, right off the bat, you could tell that ball was going to be in the gap. Just an excellent piece of hitting there from Lydia Morgan, and a strong start to the bottom half of the second here for DuBois Central Catholic.
So that'll bring up Lexi Berta. A chance to add on here for DCC with that runner at second and nobody out. See what the strategy is here. They're going to let Berta swing away. She takes ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Berta. Morgan's at second. Winding the pitch. That's outside and down low, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes on Berta.
See Berta, another one of those multi-sport athletes for DuBois Central Catholic.
Winding a 2-0. That ball is lifted. Billy, the second baseman, struggled with it first, but was able to make the catch. And there's 1 away. So Berta not able to move the runner up. And there's one out now for the freshman, Riley Kabatsky.
Yep, a big first out there for Maurer without the runner moving up.
Kabatsky's first varsity at bat comes with a runner in scoring position. First pitch, ground ball, foul ball over on the third base side.
Kobatsky not wasting any time, getting in there, swinging away.
So Morgan's at second here with 1 out. Now already with the 0-1 to Kobatsky. That one bounces in, and it's going to get past the catcher, Volmer, and going down to third base there is Morgan. So now runner at third with just 1 out for the freshman Kolbatsky.
So a golden opportunity once again here to add on for DuBois Central Catholic. Number 9 hitter Kolbatsky.
Especially if she can put it in play. They're going to sacrifice the run, it looks, and she fouls that one off, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Maurer looking for the strikeout, the junior, facing this freshman.
Yeah, I think that's the right move too early in the game, kind of conceding the run. You have a good offense.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout there from Emily Maurer. And that is a Mike Spilo and Reynolds. He'll strike out.
And that'll bring the top of the lineup back up in Callie Franklin. She singled and scored her first.
Now trying to pick up her teammates as there's a runner at second. Winding the pitch. That ball is a little floater, and the shortstop, Clahoon, over to make the catch. And DCC is denied after the leadoff double. So in on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base at the end of 2 full innings. It's Elk County Catholic trailing DuBois Central Catholic 2-0. You're watching high school basketball on the high school softball on the YDL Sports Network. For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center.
From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
IC Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear icy.
Back here at Heindel Field, we go to the third inning with DuBois Central Catholic leading Elk County Catholic by a count of 2-0. It'll be the top of the order due up for DCC or for ECC. It'll be Calhoun, Wiesner, and Anderson.
Scavich, 4 strikeouts through her first 2 innings of work. It's set to go here in the top of the third.
So it'll be Calhoun here. Calhoun, little chopper, and a nice play there by the second baseman, Davidson, for the first out.
Yep, Davidson very strong. Well, DCC in general very strong up the middle, so 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top
So
of the
I'll
third.
bring up Wiesner. Gabby Wiesner at the plate. Wiesner fouled out to the catcher, Frank, in her first at bat. First pitch. That ball is high in the air. Whipple calling everybody off. She'll make the catch. So quick 2 first outs here for Malia Mitscavich in the third inning.
2 pitches, 2 outs. That'll bring Lydia Anderson to the plate. She walked in her first plate appearance.
Walked and was stranded at third.
Yep. Anderson sporting a sweatshirt.
First pitch is fouled off to the right side.
Well, so we will not have a 3-pitch inning. Lights starting to come on here at Heindel Field.
Winding the pitch, that's fouled off, and it snowballs in 2 strikes.
It's now 10 of 12 first pitch strikes for Malia Miscavige.
Wind and the 0-2. That's a little ball floater out into left field, and the left fielder Berta is there to make the catch, and the inning comes to an end. So it's a 1-2-3, top of the third for Elk County Catholic. We go to the bottom of the third inning. DuBois Central Catholic leading by a count of 2-0. You're watching high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, D910sports.com.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Claims happen. Fortunately, you have Gerg Insurance and Financial in your corner. Your family is our family, and we really mean that. So we invite you to get in touch with us and find out for yourself. Gerg Insurance and Financial. Offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. Call 814-781-1020 for an appointment or a quote today. Gerg Insurance and Financial wants to understand you to help protect you.
Gerg Insurance, caring for you and the things you care for.
Back here at Heindel Field, we head to the bottom of the third of softball, not baseball, Andy.
We are in the spring season officially. First spring broadcast of the year.
So it'll be Frank, Rizzer, and Mitskavich for DCC here in the third inning, up 2-0.
Frank singled and scored her first time up.
Don't forget, folks, you can catch up on all the spring sports action on D9and10sports.com, the home right now of YDL Sports Network. There's a floater towards center. The center fielder, Wiesner, is there. She'll make the catch, and there's one away.
What we've seen this last inning or so is a lot of first pitch swinging from both of these teams, aggressive approach at the plate.
So that'll bring up Haley Rizzer. Rizzer grounded into a fielder's choice, had an RBI. A second run came home on that play on an error back in the first inning. That accounts for our 2 runs. Tenesta Builder Supply, how we got here. They built how we got here at Tenesta Builder Supply.
Risser fouls that first pitch off. Strike 1.
TenestaBuilders.us, you're a fool. Home improvement center, locally owned and operated with 2 locations to serve you, one in Shippenville, one in Tenesta. And the Tenesta store, Andy, they've got all kinds of great things that go beyond sporting good, beyond your typical home improvement stuff, sporting good stuff, outdoor stuff on their second floor. It's really pretty cool. There's a ground ball base hit up the middle by Rizzer. She has her first hit of the 2023 season, and it's a single up the middle with 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning.
I'll bring Miscavige up. She doubled her first time up and was stranded at third.
Scavage will step in against Maurer with Rizzer at first. Rizzer, nice speed over there at first base. There's the wind and the pitch. Shows bunt. It's going to get beyond the pitcher for a wild pitch. Rizzer heading towards third. The throw comes back to the pitcher, and Rizzer will go all the way to third on that wild pitch.
That's just speed and heads-up play by Rizzer. My goodness.
We just got done talking about the speed she represented over there, and that's exactly what she showed you right there, was that speed going all the way to third on that wild pitch. So now, runner at third with just 1 out. For Mitskavich, who's ahead in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. There's a ground ball. That'll get the run home. Billy, the second baseman, low throw. It's going to get away. That's going to be an error, and heading to second is Mitskavich. So she'll get an RBI on that error and go all the way to second as Billy's throw was a little bit low.
Again, that's the third error for Elk County Catholic already. And again, not used to seeing them make those kind of plays, but it's, we're the first week of the season, so
First game of the season,
first game of the season. So not entirely unexpected for their, maybe.
How often has ECC playing on a grass field up in St. Mary's been able to get on a ground? And now here's a ground ball to Clahoun. Clahoun will throw Whipple out. Nice play there by Lucy Clahoun.
Yeah, showing off that strong arm at shortstop. 2 away.
Just wonder. I mean, I know they played a game in St. Mary's the other night, and I think that game was at what's the park up in St. Mary's, Andy?
Oh, Benzinger.
Yeah, I think that game was actually at Benzinger. It looked like that game was at Benzinger and not at the St. Mary's field. But you just wonder, how often has Elk been outside?
Yep, for sure.
Pitcher just dropped the ball with the batter in the box. Shouldn't that have been a ball, Andy?
It should have. I had my head turned, but yeah, if that's what happened, definitely.
Wow. Okay. Ball 1. I'm going to have to, I'm not even saying that's the case, though. Like, I'm not even going to, speculate that I've got that rule right now. I'm still in basketball mode, so not 100% sure there. But anyhow, it's 1 ball and no strikes on Lauren Davidson with a runner at second. It's up high. That's been Scavage at second, and it's now 2-0 on Davidson.
Davidson lined out her first time up.
If anybody in the audience knows whether or not that should be on ball or not, feel free to comment. So 2-0 here on Lauren Davidson. Scavage in the starter gun type position at second base. That's up high, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes with Lydia Morgan. Yep, Lydia Morgan on deck. Just making sure I had that right. Lydia Morgan on deck. Morgan has a double in this game, if I'm not mistaken.
She does.
So 3 balls, no strikes here as they continue to mess with the scoreboard, hoping to get it to work. Winding the 3-0. There's a ground ball. Calhoun, the shortstop on the bounce. Throw across the diamond in time, and the inning is over. DCC does pick up a third run, though, and they lead after 3-0 over Elk County Catholic. You're watching high school softball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 sports.com.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9 and 10 sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
Straight switch. Back here, as we've got a new pitcher here for DCC, as Riley Kolbatsky will make her varsity debut in the circle as Malia Mickiewicz goes 3 scoreless innings. So Kolbatsky takes over. Mickiewicz will move over to play third base, it looks like here. She gets in some.
Yep, Mickiewicz the third. And again, to your point in the pregame, Chris, George Heigl likes to work on multiple pitchers. The freshman Kolbatsky will get her first work here.
Manager George Heigl did tell me before the game that this was his plan all along, was to get. Didn't say exactly what inning, but they're going to go right now with the freshman, and the freshman that they're very, very, very high on. Andy, they're throwing around words like she could be the best pitcher in DCC history before it's all said and done.
That's pretty lofty praise.
Yeah, that's pretty lofty praise for this youngster, and
right into the teeth of the ECC lineup here. Strike one to Emily Maurer.
You could just hear that glove pop there too, Andy.
Well, I could watch her warming up, and you could tell she throws hard.
So strike one to Emily Maurer. Altsky ready with the 1-0 or 0-1, excuse me. Oh, right through Maurer, and it's no balls and 2 strikes.
So she's coming in and challenging right away the cleanup hitter of the Elk County Catholic lineup. She's ahead 0-2. So
no balls and 2 strikes on Maurer here as we're now in the 4th inning. Kolbatsky ready with the 0-2. That ball is popped high in the air and out of play, and it remains no balls and 2 strikes. Three 0 DuBois Central Catholic. They scored twice in the first, once in the third to get us to 3-0.
Maurer singled her first at bat against Mickiewicz.
Kolbatsky ready with the 0-2 pitch. That ball is skied high in the air. Can they get it? And no, Mickiewicz drops the ball over there. It was a high fly. I think Franklin lost it, forcing Mickiewicz to try to catch it in that new position at third base. Yeah. And she drops the ball, and that'll be in air, allowing the runner Maurer to reach.
And how often does it happen? You switch positions there, Malia Mickiewicz, and the ball finds you right away. And that's, a play you should make. Yeah, but that wasn't an easy play.
Hasselman coming in to run again for the Lady Crusaders. Maurer, as Maurer, the pitcher, will be run for by Hasselman. And now Sid Alexander at the plate. So Kolbatsky got the high pop-up. And, it was high.
It was very high.
And, again, you've got the lights here. And how often has DCC played with the lights this year? And it's ball one here. Now we're going to see how the freshman reacts to a little bit of adversity there. She got the out. The out isn't recorded by her fielder. So how does she react? These are the things you're going to learn when you have a freshman out in the circle and how they react to certain situations. Here's the 1-0. Oh, just blew that right by Alexander. Yep. 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1 the count. Scoreboard back off here at Idle Field.
Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hey, it's the opening game for everybody.
Everybody.
Here's the 1-0. Oh, right through. Now, quick throw down to third, and getting back in there is the runner Hasselman, as Whipple was able to put the tag down, but it was a little late on the Frank quick throw down.
I think Jesse Frank just wanted to show off her arm there.
So now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Alexander. Wind and the 1-2. That is a foul ball, just foul down the line.
Yep, that was extra bases if it was fair.
Now, these are the situations where, you're amped up as the freshman, but sometimes it's the off-speed pitch here that might get you the out, where they're all gunned up for your fastball. After seeing it a couple times, we'll see how she adjusts and throws the next pitch. Andy? Here's the wind and the 1-2. Oh, she does exactly that. It's off speed, and that's going to be a foul ball. It was a foul ball. Ball's foul. Everybody's going to have to go back here. I don't think they all realize it.
Yeah, but to your point, I love that.
Yeah, that's a foul ball. Yeah, everybody's got to go back. Okay. The runner was standing at first base. It was like, wait a second, that ball was clearly foul.
Yeah, but I love, to your point too, going with the off-speed pitch there. And great job by Alexander to get a piece of it and fight it off.
So it's still 1-2 here on Alexander. Winding the pitch. That ball is fouled high and out of play. It remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
So good at bat here from Alexander, as you might expect. It's the talented freshman. Batsky checks her sign.
There's the wind and the 1-2. That's high, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 on Alexander, with the courtesy runner Hasselman at first after Maurer reached on the air. Winding the pitch. There's a base hit through the hole over there on the left side. So first and second and nobody out here for the Lady Crusaders here in inning number 4, trailing 3-0.
That was just a really impressive at bat from Sid Alexander, able to fight off the off-speed stuff, fight off a few pitches actually, and ends up with a single.
So Ellie Barron will now step to the plate.
Ellie struck out swinging in her first at bat.
Wind in the pitch. That's a little high. Ball 1.
Kubatsky again checks her wrist for the sign.
Next pitch is swung on and missed.
And you can see the velocity from Kubatsky. It's very, very noticeable from up here in the press box.
All right, Andy, we're going to have to do something about our camera. There's people standing now over in the press box, and we'll try to get that fixed for you here, folks.
One and two the count. There's a 1-2 pitch swing and foul. Stay 1-2 on Ellie Barron. Kubatsky, the freshman. Barron, the right fielder. Barron 0 for 1. Kubatsky checks her wristband. Now the umpire stepped out for a second. Now he's back in. And now we're set again for another 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that is the first strikeout in the career of Riley Kubatsky. And there's one away here in the top of the 4th. As Tessa Flutterman will now come to bat with 2 on and 1 out. Flutterman, a strikeout victim, back in the second inning. Flutterman, swing and a miss, strike 1. So what you're seeing is a lot of swing and miss here against Kolbatsky. She works with 2 on and 1 out. Flutterman, the 7 hitter. Here's the 0-1. And that's taken on the outside corner. A good location there, and it's 0-2 on Tessa Flutterman. Flutterman digs back in. Kolbatsky has her sign, and she's ready with the 0-2. This is low. Flutterman takes 1-2. On the Elk County Catholic DP this evening, Tessa Flutterman. Again, Kolbatsky set with the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts for the freshman Kolbatsky as she looks to work out of this jam. Now 2 away as Caitlin Vollmer will step to the plate for Elk County Catholic. Vollmer, a single in her first at-bat for the Crusaders. Kolbatsky. The wind and the fire fouled straight back 0-1. So again, Maurer led off the inning and reached on an error. Alexander singled, and then back-to-back strikeouts from Kolbatsky. 2 on, 2 out here in the top of inning number 4. Here's Kolbatsky with the 0-1. That just misses. Down low. That'll even the count at a ball and a strike on Caitlin Vollmer, number 8 hitter in the Elk County Catholic lineup. Kolbatsky checks her sign. Hasselman, the runner at second, Alexander at first. Here's the 1-1. And that pitch is in there for a strike, 1-2. Kolbatsky looking to get out of the inning unscathed. Vollmer looking for a big 2-out hit for Elk County Catholic. Here's the wind and the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kolbatsky gets out of the jam by striking out the side. We'll head to the bottom of inning number 4. It's DuBois Central Catholic 3, Elk County Catholic nothing. You're watching high school softball on the YDL Sports Network.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
All right, welcome back, folks. As you can see, we're kind of adjusting our camera there, so bear with us for just a minute here as Elk County Catholic, or excuse me, DuBois Central Catholic gets set to bat in the bottom of inning number 4. They're leading 3-0. Don't worry, you're not missing anything just yet. It'll be the 7, 8, 9 hitters in the DuBois Central Catholic lineup here in the bottom of the 4th. Lydia Morgan, Lexi Berta, and Riley Kolbatsky due up against Elk County Catholic pitcher Emily Maurer. 2 runs in the first for DCC, 1 in the third. That's how we have arrived at our 3-0 score here in the bottom of inning number 4. And again, while Chris fixes that camera there, we'll I'll have the play-by-play action for you here. We'll get that back up and running in just a quick second. And there's the first pitch to Morgan, and it misses high for ball one. You can just bear with us here for just a minute, folks. We apologize for that, but just underway here in the bottom of inning number 4. DuBois Central Catholic leading 3-0. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that is back to Maurer. She throws on to first, and there's one away here in the bottom of inning number 4. So they'll bring Lexi Berta to the plate. She popped out to second base in her first at bat. Did Lexi Berta. There's the pitch, and that's chopped foul down the third base side. 0-1 on Lexi Berta. Again, we'll get that camera fixed for you here momentarily, folks. This is the count 0-1, one away, no one on for DuBois Central Catholic. Lexi Berta at the plate against Emily Maurer. Maurer gets her sign. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that is lined to Alexander. Alexander unable to come up with it cleanly, and Berta is going to reach on the infield single. Well, again, that's a couple of hot shots over to Alexander at third, and that's a tough rule, but I think that's a hit, and that's the correct call. That ball was lined very sharply by Berta. So 1 on, 1 out. That'll bring Riley Kobatsky to the plate. She struck out in her first at bat. The wind from Maurer. Kobatsky shows bunt, and that's fouled away for a strike. Count 0-1 on Kobatsky, who came in to pitch in the top half of the 4th. Maurer looking for a sign. 0-1 the count. 1 on, 1 out. The runner at first, Lexi Berta. Maurer, wind and the fire. And that just misses outside. That'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike on Riley Kobatsky. And again, we're aware of the camera issues. Thank you there. We're going to get that fixed for you just as soon as we can. There's the 1-1. And that is a strike to Kobatsky on the inner half. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner on first, 1 out for DuBois Central Catholic, leading 3-0 here in the bottom of inning number 4. Maurer in the circle, lines and fires. That ball is hit the balloon. She steps on second for 1, and that's all she'll get, but she does get the lead runner. So a big second out there for Maurer and the Crusaders. Now a runner on first, 2 outs, and the camera issue worked out there for us. That'll bring Callie Franklin to the plate. Callie 1 for 2 with a run scored for DuBois Central Catholic. Maurer set, wind, and the fire is high for ball 1. A snap throw to first, and diving back in the nick of time is Kobatsky. That was very close. 1-0 the count on Callie Franklin. 1 on, 2 out here for the Cardinals. There's the wind and the pitch, and that ball is lined down the left field line. That's a fair ball. It's going to get by the left fielder as well. And this will bring in a run, and Franklin is not stopping. She's going to come all the way around and score, and it's 5-0. DuBois Central Catholic. An inside the park home run for Callie Franklin, and it is 5-0 DuBois Central Catholic. Callie Franklin, that ball was just ripped right by everyone, and Franklin showing off her speed. Klobatsky also scores 5-0. There's a ground ball to Alexander at third. She's up with the throw on to first, just in time to get Jesse Frank. And that'll do it for DuBois Central in the bottom of the fourth. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We'll head to the fifth. DuBois Central Catholic 5, Elk County Catholic nothing. You're watching high school softball on D910sports.com, the YDL Sports Network.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Claims happen. Fortunately, you have Gerg Insurance and Financial in your corner. Your family is our family, and we really mean that. So we invite you to get in touch with us and find out for yourself. Gerg Insurance and Financial. Offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. Call 814-781-1020 for an appointment or a quote today. Gerg Insurance and Financial wants to understand you to help protect you.
Gerg Insurance, caring for you and the things you care for.
All right, welcome back as we get set to start the top of inning number 5. It is DuBois Central Catholic 5, Elk County Catholic nothing. The strength of the inside the park home run from Callie Franklin in the bottom of inning number 4 brought in 2 runs. It'll be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters due up for Elk County Catholic against Riley Klobatsky. Reagan Bauer, Lucy Clahoun, and Gabby Wiesner due up for the Crusaders of Elk County Catholic. So Bauer to lead things off for the Crusaders here in the top of inning number 5 against Riley Klobatsky. Bauer, a strikeout victim of Malia Miscavige back in inning number 2. There's a wind in the fire. That misses high for ball 1 to Reagan Bauer, and we are underway in the top of inning number 5. Be Klobatsky's second inning of work. Came on in the 4th. Worked around an error and a hit to strike out the side in the 4th. Klobatsky, here's the wide and the fire, and that pitch is in there on the inside corner for a strike. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Reagan Bauer. Here in the top of the 5th. Klobatsky checks her sign. And that pitch is just kind of fought off there by Bauer. And up with it is Davidson. She throws on to first for out number 1. So 1 out, no one on after the ground out, and that'll bring Lucy Clahoun to the plate. Lucy 0 for 2 this evening. She struck out looking in the 1st and lined out the 2nd in the 3rd. That was against Malia Miscavige. Klobatsky. And that first pitch misses high for ball 1. So 1-0 the count here on Lucy Clahoun. 1 out, no one on. Top of inning number 5. And that pitch is pumped in there for a strike. 1-1 on the Crusaders' leadoff hitter. Klobatsky been impressive so far here, the freshman. Pitch is swung on and fouled straight back by Clahoun. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 away here in the top of the 5th. Klobatsky gets a look at her size. The darkness has descended upon Heindel Field here. Here's the pitch. And called strike 3. Boy, I think Clahoun thought that was low. But just a perfect location there from Klobatsky, her 4th strikeout, and there are 2 away here in the top of inning number 5. So they'll bring Gabby Wiesner to the plate. Gabby 0 for 2 has fouled out and popped out in her 2 at-bats. Again, that was against Miscavige. The pitch is in there from Kobatsky for a strike, 0-1. So 2 outs, no one on here for the Crusaders. Top of inning number 5. Kobatsky's 0-1 is low, so that'll even the count at a ball and a strike on Gabby Wiesner. Again, our inaugural spring broadcast of the season here from beautiful Heindel Field in DuBois. Here's the 1-1 from Kobatsky, and that is swung and fouled back. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gabby Wiesner. 2 away here in the top of inning number 5. Kobatsky looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Checks her side. Pitch misses high, so that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Gabby Wiesner, the Crusaders' center fielder here this evening. Kobatsky working quickly. Here's the pitch. Oh, off speed. Beautiful. Swinging third strike. Strikeout number 5 for Kobatsky. And we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Your score, DuBois Central Catholic 5, Elk County Catholic nothing. You're watching high school softball on D910sports.com, the YDL Sports Network.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D910sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
Welcome back to Heindel Field here in DuBois as we get set to start the bottom of inning number 5. DuBois Central Catholic leading Elk County Catholic 5-0. Due up for the Cardinals will be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Kaylee Risser, Malia Miscavige, and Rose Whipple against Elk County Catholic pitcher Emily Maurer. Risser is 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored as she gets set to dig in here to start the bottom of inning number 5. Our first spring broadcast of the season here on the YDL Sports Network. So glad you're tuning in with us this evening as Risser digs in against Maurer. We're ready to go. Maurer has her sign. And Risser takes high for ball 1, and we're underway here in the bottom of inning number 5. DuBois Central Catholic 2 runs in the first, 1 in the third, and 2 in the fourth to account for their 5 runs. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Maurer. Risser takes low and outside and is ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Risser. Good hitters count here at 2-0. Pitch from Maurer, and that misses high. Now Risser way ahead in the count. It's 3 balls and no strikes on the DuBois Central Catholic center fielder. We'll see. Lauren Davidson swung away 3-0 last inning. We'll see what Risser does here. And she's also swinging away. That ball hit down the right field side, and that is fair ball, and that's extra bases for Risser. Round second on her way to third, and Kaylee Risser leads off the bottom of the 5th inning with a triple, her second hit of the game. And again, just showing off that speed there. Kaylee Risser going the opposite way. And a great start to the bottom of the fifth here for DuBois Central Catholic. Oh, no, she has to go back to second. And I couldn't see down that way. It's possible maybe the ball hopped out of play, which is why Risser has to stay at second base. So ground rule double for Kaylee Risser. So runner on second, leadoff double for Kaylee Risser, and that'll bring Malia Miscavige to the plate. Malia is 1 for 2 with a double as well as an RBI ground out for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch from Maurer, misses low, ball 1. Bottom of the fifth. Cardinals lead 5-0. 1-0 the count on Miscavige. Maurer's pitch misses high and away. It's 2-0. So the first two batters of the inning here for DuBois Central Catholic getting ahead in the count as Miscavige digs back in. Maurer is set for the 2-0 pitch to Miscavige. And that misses away. So 3 balls, so 2 consecutive batters here to start the fifth inning that Maurer has gone 3-0 on. Miscavige, the Cardinals cleanup hitter, looks down at Coach George Heigl for the sign. We'll see. Cardinals have been swinging away here 3-0. We'll see if Miscavige does here. And she does not, and it's taken high for ball 4. So first 2 batters reach here in the bottom of the fifth for DuBois Central Catholic, and that will bring Rose Whipple to the plate. Rose with a pair of groundouts, a ground out to second and a ground out to short. Again, thanks, folks, for bearing with us as we work through our camera issues here. Chris working to get that fixed for you as Whipple digs in. Here's the pitch from Maurer, taken inside for ball 1. So Maurer 8 balls now, just 1 strike here in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the 1-0 to Whipple. And that's lined up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Risser had the hold, but it's not going to matter as she is in there. And it's 6-0 as the runners move up on the throw. And it's now 6-0 DuBois Central Catholic here on the RBI single by Rose Whipple. So Risser comes across, and it's now 6-0 DuBois Central Catholic here in the bottom of inning number 5. So 6-0 now, DuBois Central Catholic, as Lauren Davidson digs in now against Emily Maurer. Winding the pitch and showing bunt and bunting through it for a strike is Lauren Davidson. In second and third, no one out, as it's no balls and 1 strike on Lauren Davidson, number 6 hitter in the DuBois Central lineup. Here's the 0-1 from Emily Maurer. And that time, Davidson showed bunt, pulled it back, and kind of an excuse me swing there. It's 0-2 on the Cardinals' second baseman. So I have to imagine with 2 strikes here, the bunt is off completely, and she'll be swinging away. Will Lauren Davidson. Emily Maurer trying to wiggle out of further damage here in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the wind and the 0-2. Davidson takes that, just misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Lauren Davidson. Lauren 0 for 2 has lined out and grounded out for the Cardinals. Digs back in. Does Lauren Davidson. Maurer set with the 1-2. And that is lined into left center for a base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in on the 2-run single by Lauren Davidson, and it's now 8-0 DuBois Central Catholic. So the Cardinals have broke it open here in the 5th with 3 runs. Still no one out, and it's 8-0. So 8-0. So 8-0 here, DuBois Central Catholic as they bat here in the 5th. Still no one out. Davidson, the runner, at first. And there's a base hit, and Davidson on her way to third. So first and third, and still no one out here in the 5th. And Morgan, if that run scores, that would do it. That would be the 10-run rule here in the 5th inning. As Lexi Berta comes to the plate. Berta is 1 for 2. And so Berta at the plate. Berta is 1 for 2, popped out in the 2nd and singled in the 4th against Maurer. So that pitch, a called strike 1 on Lexi Berta. 3 runs across here for DuBois Central Catholic. They lead 8-0 here in the bottom of inning number 5. Maurer to Berta. The 0-1 up high. Ball 1. So 1-1 the count on Lexi Berta. Davidson the runner. Davidson the runner at third. Morgan at first. Berta at the plate at 1-1 count. Here is the pitch from Emily Maurer. And that pitch is grounded back to Maurer. Runner at first goes to second, and there's 1 away. Here in the bottom of the 5th, that'll bring Riley Kobatsky to the plate. Kobatsky struck out in the 2nd, knew fielder's choice, and scored a run in the 4th. It's Kobatsky, the number 9 hitter. For the Cardinals, George Heigl having a word with the umpire here. We're going to get a pinch hitter here, actually. So that'll be Courtney Zatzik at the plate. So Zatzik will bat for Kobatsky here with a big opportunity. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Courtney Zatzik at the plate. So base hit could potentially end the game here. Maurer looking to escape further damage as she has a word with third baseman Sid Alexander. So Zatzik will dig in against Maurer. 3 runs across here in the 5th for DuBois Central Catholic. They lead 8-0. Zatzik pinch hitting for Kobatsky. Maurer. So it's Maurer versus Zatzik. There's the pitch, and that's taken high for a ball, 1-0 on Courtney Zatzik. Callie Franklin on deck for DuBois Central Catholic. Maurer set for the 1-0 to Zatzik. Pitch is lined just foul. So Zatzik got a good piece of that. And it's 1-1 on Zatzik. Maurer gets back in the circle. 1-1, 2 runners in scoring position here for the Cardinals. The pitch, and that is popped up, and making the play is the second baseman, Mackenzie Billy. And scoring on the play, and it's 9-0 now as Callie Franklin steps to the plate. Morgan, the runner at second. If she scores, it's game over. If she does not, Maurer gets out of it. We play on into the sixth. 9-0. There's the pitch, and that's lined to Calhoun, and she comes up with it, and the out is recorded. So we will indeed head to the sixth. Your score, DuBois Central Catholic 9, Elk County Catholic 0. You're watching high school softball on D910sports.com, the YDL Sports Network.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D910sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D910sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
So we play on into the top of inning number 6. It is DuBois Central Catholic 9, Elk County Catholic 0. Due up for the Crusaders are the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Lydia Anderson, Emily Maurer, and Sid Alexander against DuBois Central Catholic freshman Riley Kobatsky. As Chris is rejoining us here. Chris, welcome back.
Thanks, Andy. I hope that's a better, less glare-filled view for folks now.
And the DuBois Central Catholic again striking for 4 runs there in the 5th. Almost ended the game on the 10-run rule, but Emily Maurer was able to get out of it, so we play on into the 6th. As Lydia Anderson will lead things off against Riley Kobatsky, the DuBois Central Catholic freshman. It's a wind and a pitch and a swing and a foul straight back, 0-1. And Kobatsky done a good job of pounding the zone here, as now her catcher, Jesse Frank, will go out and have a word with Kobatsky. I think they shared a little bit of a laugh there as Frank comes back behind the plate, and we're set for the 0-1 pitch to Lydia Anderson, who's 0 for 1, has walked for Elk County Catholic. There's the 0-1, and that is popped softly to second base. Davidson makes the play, and there's one away here in the top of inning number 6. And that'll bring Emily Maurer to the plate. Maurer singled in the first, reached on an error in the 4th for the Crusaders. She bats now with 1 out in the 6th against Riley Kobatsky. Kobatsky checks her wristband. Set for the pitch to Maurer. Maurer takes low, called a strike, 0-1 on Emily Maurer. So Riley Kobatsky's done good work since coming on in the 4th inning. Here's the 0-1, and that's on the corner for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on the Crusaders' cleanup hitter, Emily Maurer. Again, 1 away here in the top of the 6th. Pitch to Maurer, that misses low, 1-2 on Emily Maurer. As Elk County Catholic still looking for their first run of the ball game here. Kobatsky set for the 1-2. Swung on and skied Davidson's got a beat on it, and she'll squeeze it for out number 2. So quickly 2 away here on a couple of pop-ups to second here in the 6th for DuBois Central Catholic. That'll bring number 5 hitter Sid Alexander to the plate for the Crusaders. Alexander 1 for 2 this evening, grounded out to short in the first and singled in the 4th in her first at bat against Kobatsky. Alexander, there's the pitch. Off speed in there for a strike, 0-1 to Sid Alexander. So Kobatsky has now retired 8 in a row since allowing the first 2 runners to reach. So an impressive run here for the freshman. And that pitch is taken low for a ball, 1-1 on Sid Alexander. Digs back into the box. 2 out, no one on here, top of the 6th. Kobatsky. Line in the fire, and that misses low. So 2-1 the count now on the Crusaders' third baseman. Here as we play on in the top of inning number 6, 9-0 DuBois Central Catholic here in the season opener from Heindel Field in DuBois. There's the 1-2, and that is called, or the 2-1, called strike. So 2-2 the count now on Sid Alexander as Kobatsky looks for her second consecutive 1-2-3 inning. Checks her wristband. Line in the pitch, and that is lined into left, but right at the left fielder, Lexi Berta, for out number 3. So we'll head to the bottom of inning number 6. Your score, DuBois Central Catholic 9, Elk County Catholic nothing. You're watching high school softball on D910sports.com, the YDL Sports Network.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us to rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Welcome back here to Heindel Field and DuBois. We're set for the bottom of inning number 6. It's DuBois Central Catholic 9, Elk County Catholic nothing. Due up for DuBois Central Catholic is the top of the order, Kelly Franklin, Jesse Frank, and Kaylee Risser for DuBois Central Catholic against Emily Maurer. Franklin has had a big day at the plate for DuBois Central, 2 for 3, had that 2-run inside the Parker back in the 4th, also singled and scored back in the 1st, and lined out to short in her other at bat in the 2nd inning. Or I'm sorry, this is Jesse Frank due up. My apologies. Callie made the last out there in the 5th. So it will be Jesse Frank, my apologies, leading things off here. Jesse Frank takes ball 1. Jesse is 1 for 3 with a run scored for the Cardinals and takes ball 1 from Maurer. Underway here in the bottom of inning number 6. Frank shows bunt, gets it to, it's going to be a foul ball. I hit her bat as she was leaving the box. So ball and a strike on Jesse Frank. Leading things off here in the bottom of inning number 6 for the Cardinals. And now Coach George Heigl is going to come down and have a word with the umpire. Actually, not Jesse Frank. I think he's questioning whether that ball was foul or not. But a quick discussion. Apparently, he got an explanation from the umpire.
We'll dig back in.
So, Andy, can you hear me?
I can. 1-on-1 Frank.
Inside. There's 2 and 1.
Two balls
and 1 strike. 2 and 1.
Frank.
Jesse Frank 1 for 3 again today.
Digs back.
Here's the 2-1. And that's taken for a strike. Even the count at 2 and 2. 9-0. DuBois Central Catholic.
Lady Cardinals in control here in the bottom of the 6th, leading 9-0. Mauer set, and a 2-2 here to Jesse Frank. And that's grounded to Calhoun at short. She's up with it and throws just in time to get the speedy Frank for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Kaylee Risser. Risser is 2 for 3 with a double RBI and 2 runs scored. Kaylee Risser. Risser takes high from Emily Mauer, ball 1. As we play on here from Heindel Field in DuBois. And there's a chopper back to Mauer. She's up with the throws on to first, and there's quickly 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. They'll bring up Malia Miscavige. Malia is 1 for 2, double RBI, walk, and run scored for Malia Miscavige. Just looking ahead to the top of the 7th, if we get there, it'll be the 6, 7, 8 hitters for Elk County Catholic, Barron, Flutterman, and Vollmer. So here's Miscavige, digs in, and that ball is ripped into left for a base hit. Miscavige's 2nd hit of the game. Keeps the inning alive here for DuBois Central Catholic, and that'll bring Rose Whipple to the plate in the 2nd hit of the game there for Miscavige. Whipple comes to the plate now, 1 for 3 with an RBI, 1 for 3 with an RBI single for Rose Whipple as she digs in here against Emily Mauer. Pitcher Mauer checks, swing, diving back on the snap throw to first is Miscavige. So 0-1 the count on Rose Whipple, batting with 2 outs and 1 on here in the bottom of the 6th. There's the 0-1 from Mauer, and that is grounded to Alexander. She's unable to field it cleanly, and Frank going to come to third, and we're going to have a play there, and she's going to be out. So Frank is gunned down at third. Nice play there by Reagan Bauer, the left fielder, and we will head to the top of the 7th. Your score, DuBois Central Catholic 9, Elk County Catholic nothing. You're watching high school softball on D910sports.com, the YDL Sports Network.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
All right, welcome back as we get set for the top of the 7th. Your score. Your score, DuBois Central Catholic 9, Elk County Catholic nothing. In the top of the 7th, Ellie Barron to lead things off here against Riley Kobatsky, who came on in the 4th inning, has really done a tremendous job, has retired 9 consecutive batters after the first 2 reach via an error and a single. So a great job here by the freshman. And the first pitch of the inning is a pop up to shallow left, and going out and making the play is the shortstop, Franklin. So quickly 1 away here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring Tessa Flutterman to the plate. Flutterman is 0 for 2. She has struck out twice for the Crusaders. Flutterman, there's a ground ball to Franklin. Up with it, throw to first in time. And DuBois Central Catholic 1 out away from victory here in the season opener against Elk County Catholic. Caitlin Vollmer will step to the plate. The last chance here for the Crusaders. Caitlin 1 for 2 has singled and struck out. And that pitch misses high for a ball, 1-0. To Caitlin Vollmer. Here's the pitch from Kobatsky, and a swung and fouled straight back. 1-1 the count on Caitlin Vollmer. Again, so glad you're tuning in. Season opener from Heindel Field here in beautiful DuBois, Pennsylvania. Kobatsky gets her sign, and the 1-2 swing and a miss, and the Cardinals now 1 strike away from victory here in their season opener. Kobatsky looked at the dugout for a second to get the sign. Now she's got the one she wants. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will do it. Kobatsky retires 12 consecutive batters to end the game. And your final score this evening, DuBois Central Catholic 9, Elk County Catholic nothing. And we'll be right back. Chris is going to go down the field and get an interview, I believe, with our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. But while he does and we wait, we'll take this chance to thank some of our fine sponsors.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Claims happen. Fortunately, you have Gerg Insurance and Financial in your corner. Your family is our family, and we really mean that. So we invite you to get in touch with us and find out for yourself. Gerg Insurance and Financial. Offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. Call 814-781-1020 for an appointment or a quote today. Gerg Insurance and Financial wants to understand you to help protect you.
Gerg Insurance, caring for you and the things you care for.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
All right, welcome back, folks. Again, your final score, DuBois Central Catholic 9, Elk County Catholic nothing. And before we go to our player of the game interview, let's take a look at the stats. First for Elk County Catholic, Lucy Calhoun 0 for 3, Gabby Wiesner 0 for 3, Lydia Anderson 0 for 2 with a walk, Emily Maurer 1 for 2, single and reach on air, Sid Alexander 1 for 3, Ellie Barron 0 for 3, Tessa Flutterman 0 for 3, Caitlin Vollmer 1 for 3 with a single, And Reagan Bauer 0 for 2 for the Crusaders of Elk County Catholic. Emily Maurer taking the loss in the circle for the Crusaders. For DuBois Central Catholic, Callie Franklin 2 for 4. 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, including an inside the park home run in the 4th inning. Jesse Frank finishes 1 for 4 with a run scored for the Cardinals. Kaylee Risser 2 for 4 with a double, RBI, and 2 runs. Malia Miscavige 2 for 4 with a double, walk, and a RBI and a run scored. Rose Whipple 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Lauren Davidson 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Lydia Morgan 2 for 3 with a double. Lexi Berta 1 for 3, and Riley Kobatsky 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice and a run scored, and Courtney Zatzik with a sacrifice fly for DuBois Central Catholic. The Cardinals a 9-0 winner over Elk County Catholic here this evening on our first spring broadcast of the season, the first of many. And again, couldn't pick a better spot for it. Heindel Field here in DuBois. Again, a showdown of two of the expected to be the top teams in District 9 this season. This battle goes the way of the Cardinals, 9-0. Again, Malia Miscavige started the game and went 3 shutout innings. She struck out 4, allowed 2 hits, and walked 1. And coming on in the relief was the freshman Riley Kobatsky. She went 4 shutout innings, struck out 6, allowed 1 hit, and had 1 runner reach on an error. She did not walk a batter, so an impressive debut there from the freshman Riley Kobatsky. As Chris gets set for our interview with Callie Franklin. Here, let's go to Chris. And Chris has Callie Franklin there.